we're bringing you the game of DTS versus Tartu Ultimate. And let's see if this is going to be a game of legs, so to say. DTS have a lot of players. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think 10 or 11 players here, while Tartu have only 8, and 2 of their players are still warming up. So only 6 players are kind of ready to play. I'm sure that the other 2 who are still warming up will be ready to play rather quickly as soon as they're needed. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that it will be quite difficult for DTS in the beginning. However, they have great players, as well as DTS, being completely honest. DTS, if I remember correctly, are undefeated so far in this tournament. It's going to be a great game to watch. Tartu has been doing great things as well during the whole time. Tartu started on offense, still moving the disc around on their own half. Clara lead with the disc in the moment. And she jams it into the end zone to Trin Punab. First point by Tartu. Great start of the game for them. Now let's see how is their defense, if they can manage to generate a turnover from the DTS. DTS receives the ball, swings it around once, twice to the other sideline. Now in advance, and a quick bladey hammer over there to Barbara Kundelaite, if I'm correct. One of the ex-Eurostar players. I hope they will bring Euro Tour? Yes, Eurostars, if I'm correct. I hope that they will bring back this project. It was great to watch Elite Women Ultimate in the USA, elite European players, elite US teams, and so on. But back to this game, DTS pulls once again to Tartu. Quick swing in the end zone, quick long pass. Clara lead, she had to adjust for this disc a couple of times, and this is a great reception by her. Very nice. Beautiful point by Tartu. Very nice. Just a couple of passes is all that is required to get this point. Clara lead was that nice, very spinny pull that helped the defense to set up quickly. Barbara Kundelaite was that quite a difficult reception of the swing. Who managed to swing that. She was asking for her cutters to come in. Nobody was there. She threw it anyway. That was quite quickly intercepted by Tartu, who are on the counter, very quick counter-offensive. Disc now with Raba, who swung it to Helen Tere. Clara leads a little bit of 1-2. Back to Leeds. Who jams it to the sideline of Raba. And a quick dish off to Helen Tere into the end zone for another point. So far, oh yes, that's the first break. That's the break by Tartu. From that interception near the end zone, read the disc pretty well. 3-1. Yes, Tartu is up by a break. And they are getting ready to pull and try to get another break, of course. Pull from Kaidi Veske, fielded by DTS. Quick swing, another swing. No advancing shots. Now Barbora finds some space. Yeah. Barbora Kundalaite, quick swing to Kamile Reznikaite and to the end zone for a score. If I'm correct, that point was scored by Monika Slamaite. Nice, very patient offense by DTS. They don't take risks. They prefer to swing that disc around if they don't have an option upfield. And that works for them. They're not trying to put it deep, but rather taking safe options. Tartu now with their attack. Ooh, very close defensive pressure by Donata Basus. But Crystal Lintz managed to get this disc, who swung it to Ellen Tere, who wanted to get it into the end zone, but that went off the fingertips of the Tartu player. Now DTS with a chance to break back. They're still on their own sides, but now they are advancing the disc quite well, finding some spaces. Quick 1-2 and into the end zone to Aida Mitkevičiūtė. I hope I pronounced that correctly. DTS getting the break back, so that game is back on serve. Really close game. I was quite sure that it will not be as easy as just one break. This game is going to be very interesting. I think 2 turnovers in total. Both of these turnovers converted into breaks. Now Tartu is back on offense. Clara leads on the far sideline. Finds an open player. Crystal Lintz. Another swing to Kaidi Veske. Another swing to Clara Leeds. Veske finds Linz, and she finds Rava in the end zone. Nice quick passes, nice air bounce there, and textbook indoor blade into the end zone. Great point. Another clean offensive hold. Thank you all watching live here. I'm sure we have a lot of international support here in Latvia, as DTS is coming from Lithuania and Tartu is coming from Estonia. Oh, that definitely was not the release. I think she wanted to fake that, but that just slipped out of her fingers, unfortunately. And that's a turnover. Quick pickup, quick point by Clara Leet. Very unfortunate for the DTS player. I think that fake was just a little bit too hard. Helen Tera, veteran player of Tartu, picked it up. Quick dish to Leet in the end zone. And that is another break by Tartu. 5-3. Nice pull. The defense was already there. However, only one defender got to the handler area, so that swing was quite easy for them. DTS in the red zone. Barbara Kundalaite, the disc, looking for an option. Finds her teammate, who blades it over, basically from from around half of the field into the end zone to her teammate. Nice point. Point by Monika Slamaite. Now DTS need to break to bring it back on serve once again. Could be difficult, but they have done it already. And that's not the best start for that. That pull goes out of bounds a little too high, so that will be brought to the brick mark by Clara Lied. Quick swing to unguarded player. Oh, that is just off the chest, through the hands. And a very unfortunate turnover by DTS. I'm sure she will want this disc back, and she will do everything she can to get the defense. Now DTS, quick pick up, swing to Donata Vasus. Disc is back with Ruta, and to Aida Mitkevičiūtė. Nice point. That's a break back once again. So 2 breaks on either side of this matchup. 5-5. Closely contested match. Not much between them. Tartu got their break first, but then DTS immediately responded with the break of their own, with the hold and a break of their own. Then Tartu broke again. DTS responded with a hold and a break of their own. DTS now on offense, moving the disc around. Helen Terra was quite open there, but I think that channel was a little bit too close for the handler from the other side. Now they find her. Other side of the field, on the other side of the field, through the middle to Myrtel Taepolt. I hope I pronounced that correctly. I'm not sure about that. Whoa! Great reception there by Helen Terra. I'm not sure how did the disc stay in her hands. I would like to see that on the replay. I'm sure we can manage that, but that was a great catch. Textbook zone defense of the end zone by DTS. They're not allowing anything in. They're only allowing the swings, but that disc just got somehow through 2 defenders, I think, and that was millimeters from the hand of the defensive player of the DTS. But that is still a point. That was very close. This point was great. I will make a mental note of that to watch the 5-5 point once again when I will get home. These were some really, really cool plays there. That means Tartu got a clean hold. Now they will try, of course, to get another break, while DTS fielding the pull, moving the disc around, and a mistake from Kamila Reznikaite. Very unfortunate throwaway. I think she released the disc just a little bit too late. Helen Terra picks it up. On the line to lead. She throws it to a poached Veske to the other side. Oh, there is a pick on the field. Good acknowledgement by most of the players on the field. The thrower unfortunately did not hear it, I think. This comes back. No harm done. Did not really affect the play. Helentera now with the disc. Throws it to Punap. Ui! She could not track it down, unfortunately. Veske was quite a difficult hammer to find. Needed to readjust a couple of times. It was quite difficult. So DTS once again with a chance for a clean hold. Kundalaita to Reznikaita, great blade there. Now the disc is with. Ooh, nice defense. Barbora Kundalaita could not get close to this disc after it was knocked away by the Tartu player. Tartu once again with a chance to break here. Second chance to break in this point. Veske decided to put it deep, zone to zone. On one sideline, arcing blade over the whole field to Helentera, who came down with it. Ooh. That defense was very close. Maybe a little bit of a bump, of course, but it's difficult to stop after you're running full speed for that defense. And yeah, a little too much maybe, but yeah, no harm done. That happens. With a break, Tartu Ultimate is winning their halftime, 5-7. We will be back for the second half just in a few seconds. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back to the second half of the DTS Tartu matchup, where DTS need to hold this point and then try to break in the next point if they want to contend for the win in this match. So far, there were 2 breaks on each side by each of the teams. And then just in the end of the second half, Tartu managed to break once again. So Tartu now have 3 breaks against DTS's 2 breaks. Unfortunately, though, as it was the DTS offensive point, they threw it away. That hammer was a little bit too long. That gives Tartu another chance for a break. They are moving the disc quite slowly and preferring to swing that rather than putting it too deep. So far it's only Veske and Tera playing around. Now one of their cutters came in, Lepik. But now it's back to Tera and Veske, just swinging it around and looking for spaces. Lepik once again. Find some space in the middle of the stack. Veske and Tera are playing quite well together. Another cutter got into the middle. These cuts are coming in, but of course legs are getting tired. Handlers are keeping that disc alive. Not much movement upfield. I'm sure the legs are getting tired. Now the disc with Raba to Tera, to Lepik, to Veske, back to Tera, Veske. Yeah, I'm sure that these two handlers are playing together quite a lot. Lepik, Veske. Oh, that is knocked away by Kamil Reznikaite. That went just a little bit too far from Veske to Terra for an upline, and an injury is called. Oh no, a timeout is called, apologies. By DTS. That was quite a long point already. I'd like to have a look. It would be interesting to know how many passes did Tartu make during this point, and how many of these passes were between number 27 Helentera and number 6 Kaidi Veske. I'm sure they are very used to playing together and handling together. DTS, after this turnover, has decided to call a timeout, probably to talk about their offensive strategy, because they really do need this point. They want to get... They need this hold, of course, in order to get a break after that. To get a break back. Everyone seems to be set. DTS. Sorry. Yes. Disc is checked in. Quick swing to the middle of the field. Ooh, great catch. Oh, called out. No contest. So that is a turnover by DTS. Helen Terra will pick that up again. She's looking for her receiver. Doesn't really find anyone. Finds Clara Leet, who finds Lepik. To Veske. To Helen Terra. Little bit back. DTS once again clamping down on that end zone and not allowing anything in, not allowing anything through, so only allowing the swings just in front of the end zone. Tartu's looking for open options. There is one poached player getting the disc. Now Helen Terra to Clara Leet. Back to Terra. To Veske. To Lepik. Just staying around this brick mark and now being pushed back a little bit. Back to the red zone. DTS are not allowing anything through there. And now, with that close bit, I think by Reznikaite, she was a little bit out of position and could not set the mark very quickly. So the receiver, she got it under pressure, definitely. But that opened a little bit of space for her to make that throw to Leet. Yeah. Myrtel Taepold to Clara Leet for the point. Very, very patient offense by Tartu. But that means that they are now 2 breaks up. It might be quite difficult for DTS to get them back. Looking at how well Tartu's playing and how patient they are with the disc, it might be quite difficult for DTS to generate any kinds of mistakes, but I'm sure they will do their best to try. Oh wow, that stall count was very high. I think Leeds even said 8 while the disc was released. Probably just before that, so there was no stall out called. But now Tartu, again with a chance to break. Ooh, that knee was dangerously close to the head of Tartu player. But that is Unfortunate turnover for Tartu. DTS picks it up, moves it around once again, finds some open players. Every throw, every pass is very closely contested. By Tartu players. Now Donata Basos with the disc, knocking on the door of Tartu. Now in the middle. Unfortunately, she throws a little bit to no one. Bogdanova there. She probably thought that there was a player going into the end zone, and Tartu picked up the disc, decided to call a timeout for themselves as well. Christel Lintz called the timeout. They would be quite happy to get another break and to put themselves 3 breaks up from DTS. That would be quite difficult to crawl out for DTS. We are back after that timeout. Lintz picked up the disc. Seems like if there was a set play by Tartu, it didn't really work out. DTS managed to put some defensive pressure there. Disc is now with Terra to lead to Lintz, to Terra, who finds virtually unguarded lead, and Terra not only handling but also getting the disc, getting these high discs for scores. Nice. Yeah, she's a great thrower and also a great receiver there. Definitely helping her teammates over there on both sides of the field. It is 9-5, the score. 3 breaks, advantage to Tartu. DTS, if I remember correctly, did not score in the second half. They're still looking for their first offensive hold. Reznikaite with the disc finds her teammate on the near sideline, who gets it to Slamaite, to Reznikaite, and she was gunning for her teammate, to Barbara Kundalaite, who's not very happy about her choice there. She was very well guarded just in front, so it was not really possible to get the disc to her. Tartu once again on offense, looking for another break in this game. Just as we've seen before in the previous points, very, very patient with the disc. Veske and Terra handling there, who found who found some space upfield, an open player, who managed to find another open player on the same sideline. So sideline to sideline throw. Myrtel Taepolt, I really hope that I pronounced that correctly, for the score. The Tartu's break streak continues. They're not letting DTS to score any points in the second half so far. I'm sure it's probably quite frustrating for them. Now that seems to be working much better for them. Very close catch here to the sideline. Scuba taken away by Helen Terra over there. That option was not really on. Tartu in a commanding position right now, once again with an opportunity for a break. That was a very, very closely contested throw, but Terra picked it up, managed to pick it up. Couple of swings to Lintz, who bladed that over to Trin Punab for another score and another break for Tartu. Tartu now in a commanding position to close this game off. Score is 11-5, as you can see on your screens. Not a single point, as I said before, was scored by DTS in the second half of the game. It was very, very close in the first half, but looks like Tartu is managing to run away with it a little bit. Maybe the fact that they only have 8 players helps them a little bit. I'm sure that they are maybe a bit more tired, but the chemistry, of course, between the players of Tartu probably shows. They don't really second guess their decisions. They know who's open, they know who's closed, but that unfortunate run of not being able to score a hold is going to come to an end with Kamila Reznikaite finally getting DTS on the board in the second half. Score is now 6-11. Now all DTS needs to do is just to break Tartu 5 times in a row, and yeah, I'm sure that DTS is going to try their best to do that. I'm not sure how easy it's going to be for them. They did it twice in this game, earlier in the first half, when they responded to Tartu's breaks. But looks like the second half of this game is a completely different game from the first one. Tartu now, once again, just moving this disc patiently between the handlers. It was Terra and Lepik who were moving the disc around around the back. Lepik tried to strike up. Now comes back to the handling position. Very close defense there by DTS, but now on the doorstep once again. I'm sure that DTS will try to put and clamp down on this zone, but it will be difficult to stop Clara Leet and Helen Terra. Yes, they're just swinging this disc nice and quick, not really looking for anything really in the end zone. And now a bit of a 1-2 between Leet and Terra, which ends up in a point by Leet. Nice point. the very good offense. That buzzer that you've just heard means that the time is over. The time allocated for this game is over. That doesn't mean that we're gonna stop playing. We are going to play to 13, as the score is 6-12. So it's a game to 13. First match point for Tartu, defensive match point. If they manage to score another break in this game, this is going to be over. Oh, that is a stall out. Oh, that is a stall out for Tartu. The usual connection there of Terra to lead. Finishes this game 13-6. Tartu managed to ramp it up incredibly in the second half of the game. They only allowed DTS to score 1 point during the second half, but they were in the commanding position basically during the beginning of the second half. That leaves us here for this game. Next we will see Salaspils taking on Hyperflick. Might be quite a difficult game for Hyperflick, but I'm sure it will be also quite an interesting one to watch if Hyperflick will manage to take on the powerhouse of Salaspils. Stay with us. We will be back in a few minutes. Thank you for watching.